Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Greater New Haven Senior Partners Program, sponsored by Home Watch Caregivers. These videos have been introducing our partners to the community. Everyone who we have made a part of the partnership program is someone that we have worked with and has been handpicked to help you with your home, your health, your finances. In this case, any legal matters that you may have to deal with. And as much as possible. While our focus has been on seniors and those that serve them, the partners in this program serve a wider and more diverse community than just seniors. And I know that Amee works with a wide variety of clients that overlap with what we do. My name is Matthew Peterson. With my wife, Mary Elizabeth, we own Home Watch Caregivers of New Haven, a home healthcare company, and I'm hosting today's interview. Wanted to introduce Amee Lunn. She's an attorney, works with people throughout the Greater New Haven metro area on a wide variety of topics and issues, but some things that are very, very relevant to our client base. So Amee, why don't you tell us about yourself and the work that you do?
Sure. Thank you. And thanks for having me. So I am an attorney in North Haven, Connecticut. And as you mentioned, I do cover the Greater New Haven region primarily, but willing to help anyone around the state. And I primarily practice in two areas, which are elder law and probate. And those would be the two that I think are relevant to your clients and their families. And in elder law, I help with Medicaid applications, asset protection planning, and also helping families navigate the programs that are available through the state, and also the estate planning and estate administration that I do through probate, which I think is a little more self-explanatory.
I know that working with seniors and working in this field is a big part of your business. What drew you to this? Why is it that you chose to work in this area of the law?
So I consider myself a people person. I'm a very warm person and I like interacting with other people. I honestly didn't know that I was so drawn to the elderly and the disabled, and started doing some probate work just to broaden my practice areas. I had a background in litigation, and as I got more and more involved in it, I wanted it to be the primary work that I do. Excuse me. So I realized that it gives me, excuse me, sorry. It gives me the opportunity to really work with people in a very close way, become, almost like another family member, support them when they're going through a more difficult stage of life, potentially if they're, at a point where they do need care, either in their home or in a facility. And I just find it very fulfilling to be able to, be there for people on many different levels. Obviously, my primary focus is to help them with all the legal issues and help them navigate all of the legal matters that would be a part of, what they're going through. But I really just pride myself in helping people across the board with whatever they need.
Great. Thank you. That's great to hear. I know it's an interesting area of law to practice in. I always ask, because it's on everyone's mind, at least today and probably for the near future, how people are reacting to COVID in terms of either the way that you're going about running your practice, or maybe some of the things that your clients are saying to you, and any interesting perspectives that you want to share with me.
Sure. So as far as how we're running our practice, we are doing a lot more Zoom meetings when possible, but working with the elderly, we have to be mindful of the fact that not all people are able to access the technology or are comfortable with it. So we do also offer in-person meetings, and we're just being very mindful about keeping things clean between appointments. And we have a large plexiglass divider in our conference room so that we maintain a safe meeting environment. We've also done some estate planning document signings outside at people's cars if they're more comfortable. And as far as some changes I've seen, I would say primarily, I think this has been a wake up call for a lot of people who put off estate planning and getting documents in place, and has driven up the number of clients calling in to do their estate planning.
Good. One thing that you touched on, and I want to elaborate on a little bit, is you mentioned part of your practice is helping more that may help them pay for alternative living arrangements. Because I hear nothing but horror stories apply for benefits that they don't seem to be able to get. So can you just talk a little bit more about what you do in that area and how you can really help people?
Sure. So I think that it was cutting out a little bit, but I think that what I understand the question to be is about applying for benefits if, an individual needs them. So we're dealing either with a single person or a married couple. And if there's generally two settings that they're going to be looking for assistance financially with care in the home, or they're looking for assistance with care in a facility. And there's many different types of facilities that they could be in, not just a nursing home, but there's also assisted living, and there are programs for that as well. There's residential care homes. And what we offer is there's two levels. There's usually advanced planning that individuals do. If they're well enough ahead of the game, we can do some asset protection and plan with them in the event in the future they ever do need this care, what we can do now to protect assets. Or if we're in a more immediate crisis, there's crisis planning that we offer to help protect as many assets as possible, but still actually we would prepare the application for the individual. We submit the application, we represent them through the entire application process until they're granted their benefits, because it can be pretty intense and pretty voluminous paperwork wise for either the individual or a spouse or a family member to manage. So we support them through that whole thing. And then we also work to make sure they get the right type of care and the level of care that they need.
Terrific. I was saying before, I've heard and I know how difficult it can be to help people for people to apply for benefits. So it's great that that I know people or a person such as yourself who can really help people get the benefits they've applied for. And like if you've paid taxes, you've already paid into this, so you might as well get the benefits that you're entitled to.
Absolutely.
I mean, what's the best way for people to get in touch with you?
So they can call our office, which is 203-234-8408, or they can just, if they do a search on Google, they would find my website, and there's a form that you can fill out, which would trigger an email to be sent to me. And they can set up an appointment, which I'd be happy to do in person or through a Zoom meeting.
And you have a great URL for your website. It's yournorthavenlawyer.com, correct?
That's correct.
So it's unique. It's you can reach on me at yournorthavenlawyer.com. Amee, thank you very much for joining us. It's been terrific. Thank you. Thank everyone for participating in the video. Again, my name is Matthew Peterson. I'm the owner of Home Watch Caregivers of New Haven, a home health care company serving seniors and others throughout the greater New Haven community. You can reach me at 203-646-8855 or at homewatchcaregivers.com/New Haven. Thank you very much. Take care.
Thank you.